Again, I'm always impressed by the graphics of this game. This game is older than BFME2 Rise of the Witch King, but it looks newer with the graphics. It looks amazing. We have the red Mordor player Ave versus the blue Isengard player Sauron. Too many birds sound. That's what's crazy birds, man. Hey man, birds. It's winter. Go fly somewhere else. Double Furnace coming up for Eisen. In Slaughterhouse into the Orc Pit coming up for Mordor. So again, BFME2 and Rise of the Witch King, on the paper, it might seem like, okay, Rise of the Witch King has a faction more and a couple of more units, but nope, that's not it, man. There are so many more differences, which I don't even know really, because I've not done too much in BFME2. But entire buff system, leadership system is completely different, you know. The harassment is different. A Furnace has 1080 health. A Slaughterhouse has 1600 health. So basically every resource building has different HP, different armor, and you can destroy those buildings in a few seconds. But you get more money though. You get more money. Again, one push can destroy everything. Pikemen can destroy the Warp Pit in a few seconds, for example. Pikes are dealing more damage to the production buildings. Swordmen are dealing more damage to the resource buildings. So you need to kind of diversify your strategy. You can't make one unit and win the game out of that. That's not possible. You need to make sure to have multiple different units to achieve your goals. And also I believe in BFME2 you just normally see more hero action. And also heroes leaderships are more valuable because they have like different tiers. High tier leadership, damage leadership, armor leadership. And every unique leadership is able to stack with each other. For example, a big downside in Rise of the Witch King is the man faction with having 5 heroes with leadership, but none of them is able to stack with each other. Here is a different story. Here you can make it work. Orc warriors are gonna be sent forward. They are having a bath in the river of Eisen. Look, these palms, man. It's like this map is basically Forts of Eisen, guys, but it's like a reskin of the map Forts of Eisen. It's pretty much like Forts of Eisen. You will have Warg Riders. There are no Warg packs, as you can see. You can recruit Warg Riders right off the bat. The whole ability will give you more damage, but you lose armor against pikes and structural arrows. But you get a decent chunk of damage, which is overrides damage leadership. So it kind of explains you also. I like this explaining factor, that you know what's up, you know, that you know what's stacking. I think it's very important because the game is kind of complex compared to Rise of the Witch King. It's not that easy, not straightforward. So explaining power points and also hero abilities, unit abilities, kind of quite rewarding. Okay, Orcs. So as you can see, when they are in number of 70 or more, they also get the horde bonus for more DPS and more movement speed. Is 33%. Saying what? How does it one shot? What? Are they not supposed to one-shot the Oryx? They should be, right? Normally they should be. Okay, now let's see the damage from this Oryx to the Furnace. If they get the chance to hit it. Yeah, they are one-shotting. Yeah, the Oryx are getting one-shotted. From the trample. Let's see this. Yeah, they are getting one-shotted. Okay, Eye of Sauron here in this game is a high-tier hero buff. And you can see it gives you lots of stuff, right? Hordes gain more damage and armor, experience. Trolls gain more damage and armor and experience. So yeah, you are indeed able in this game to buff your trolls, to make them stronger with the Eye of Sauron. The builder design also looks nice. Look at this builder, you know? They're using HD units. Uruks, they are dealing with this Orcs no problem. But for now, Mordor is pressuring and Isengard is defending. Is this matchup difficult for Eisen or what? Like normally, it should be the other way around, no? Okay.
This is no rabble of mindless orcs. These are Urukai. Their armor is thick and their shield.
Oh, the damage is kind of crazy, man. They are hitting like a truck, man. This is like Orcs. But they had also Eye of Sauron, keep that in mind. Okay, for more DPS. 500 command points for Mordor and 350 for Isengard. Is Sauron unlucky with the matchups, or is Ave just playing out of his mind? Like, what is this Orc spam? What is the production speed of this Orcs? They're coming out of in no time. Okay, Warg Riders looking for a trample. Easterlings, they will be dodged for now. Uruks are trying to make it to the Easterlings to kill them. Remember, the swords are countering the pikemen, but pikemen are hard countering the cav. Uruks, it's like they are outnumbered big time. Uruks are stronger, of course, in a one-on-one situation compared to the Oryx. They're also cheaper in this game because only 300, not 400. So you can definitely afford them a bit more. Money is going to be a big problem for Isengard. He's being over-spammed. Double Orc Pit is the way to go. No transition yet. Also, what you can see in this game, what was new in Rise of the Witch King, is a tavern. So Corsair's opening is definitely a potential opening too. But I think the Oryx are just too valuable. They cost even less in this game. They cost only 55 and 30 command points. So definitely can be spammed even when you are low on command points. You know, you can like, at this point he has like what, 500 command points. You can make maybe 15 or maybe more, 16 battalions of Oryx in total with 500 command points, which is kind of crazy. Furnace is going to be instantly demolished. 5 power points after the Eye of Sauron. You can also go for the War Chant, which I believe is giving a different leadership, so you can stack them in a way. And also Tainted Land, of course. And Isengard is 7 power points after the Palantir. Remember, one of the things you need to know about this game is it has random unrevealed. That means when you pick random, your opponent doesn't know your faction in the loading screen. That's a thing which exists in Rise of the Witch King. Random is not a random thing actually, because you see always the enemy faction in the loading screen. Here you don't. That's why you will see some in most of the games actually picking, you know, players picking Palantir, Eye of Sauron for scouting, Tainted Land for scouting, Human Wood, I don't know, Farsight, all of this stuff. The only faction that can't scout though is Dwarves. You lost a whole battalion there. Kind of feels bad. Too many Orcs, that's the problem. Just too many of them, non-stop. Like, it feels like a Black Gate mission, not gonna lie. You know, it feels like a Black Gate and you are forced to defend until Frodo drops the ring in the Mount Doom. Okay. It's gonna build to Uruk Pit number 2. You can see the damage from Easterlings is kind of crazy. Crazy damage output against Warp Pit. It's a production building. Pikes are dealing bonus damage to it. And there comes the Whiteman of Dunland. Sneaky Whiteman of Dunland behind the lines. The slaughterhouse is gonna be taken down with a Nazgul upon the field. Level 2, easy getting level 2. In this game, you can level up the heroes quite easily to level 3, 4, 5. I think 4 is like the threshold. After 4, it's gonna be kind of difficult. But I believe, I mean, it was like this in 1.09 version 2. When Gandalf would creep a War Player from 100 to 0 himself, he would get from level 1 all the way to level 4. From one single creep, you know? And then it's gonna be slowing down. So they wanna make sure, and I think it's not a bad thing, to be honest with you, because some heroes are just too expensive, and when you recruit them, you shouldn't be wasting another hour time to level them up. So it should be kind of rewarding, and I like that you can level up to a level, decent level, in like way shorter time than every level afterwards. Tainted Land, big push from Mordor. This one gives you armor leadership. This one gives you damage leadership. So this one and this one stacking. This one gives you 40. This one gives you 35. So all of that can be stacked. Easterlings trying to make it to the production buildings. Oryx, they will need some more time to kill. There comes the Nazgul. Ooh, trampling everything. Getting level 3 has the debuff now, which also nullifies enemy leadership bonuses. The Uruk Pit number 1 is going down, and Sauron is being overwhelmed. I mean, that's unbelievable. What is the performance from Avi? He's popping off or what? I've not expected this, to be honest. I mean, I know Avi is a great player, but I was expecting more from this challenge, from this event. And Avi has been doing a phenomenal job in this game. Holy guacamole. I mean, Avi, trust me guys, Avi has the potential to also become the best player in BFME 1. Not even kidding. Like, he has played like 20-30 games and he's already in a very decent skill level. And I'm telling you, he's a very young player. He's like 18 or 19 years old. And he has a clear understanding of RTS games. He has definitely the potential. There will be the first player ever in the history of BFME games who was able to get to a pro level, expert level gameplay in all BFME games, 1, 2, and Rise of the Witch King. Now, we have seen many people like Andy Brandy, Sauron, Ectelion, and Mustafa, and more actually, who are able to play BFME 2 and Rise of the Witch King in a very decent skill level. Because the games are kind of similar to each other. But BFME 1 is a whole different game. And Avi was already able to play very well there, you know. Level 2 Lords. You need to be level 5 for the leadership. Orcs everywhere, boys. At the bottom, middle, top. Nazgul. You need to be careful with Nazgul. When he's level 4, he can cripple you and can mess you up. The Carnage is on cooldown. Corsairs. They are outrunning Lords, of course. Lord, he's pressing S button, the outplay button in the game. No pikemen to deal with this Nazgul. And he's camping. Isengard can only camp. He has 9 power points. Mordor has almost 10 power points after all the 5 power points from the spellbook. And this might be the final push. And we might need to say arrivederci to Sauron. What a performance from the young Turkish player. I see you. Dude, the glow and this game is looking beautiful, man. The animations, the graphics are looking something. It's like next level. Like this looks like a BFME game if EA Games would make a game in 2023. I'm telling you guys. Like you can't make a BFME game look more epic.
We must join with him, Gandalf. We must join with Sauron. It would be wise, my friend.
It would be wise, my friend. I mean, we must join with Ave in this case, man. He's gonna call it. He's gonna call it, boys. And that's gonna be a huge and clean victory. He's saying, yeah, GG might as well play. Okay, I mean, I'm down. I'm down for more games. Always nice. Always nice to see more games. Alright, so we have the blue goblin player, Sauron, Kappa, versus the red Man of the West player, Ave Have. Now, is this gonna be the game in which we're gonna see some action? Goblins against men. It's like a winter design map which kind of fits the current year or current real life situation, you know, with the snow on the ground. There comes the human wood. It's basically men have the ability now to use the human wood, like an elven wood pretty much, but gives you the chance to scout. It gives you vision and you can cast it and use it when you have no vision. So again, in the loading screen you don't see the enemy factions, that's why scouting is very important. Goblins picking the cave beds, which is working like a, you know, like a damage and armor negating in nullify leadership negating ability. And we see multiple farms, 1, 2, 3, 4 farms opening. Goblins are going for double tunnel into the spider pit. There's gonna be spider link opening. We have also in around this top and bottom side. But I think that's pretty much it. There is a walk layer hidden in the forest. And there is a fire drake layer. Okay, that's something new. We don't see that very often. Fire drakes can be quite tricky to be creeped. Jaden, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. I mean, we had snow, 0 high, a few days ago. And now it's gone. To be honest, in Germany, earlier in Germany, you had like always snow. I'm living in the south side of Germany, here always snow. In the middle of Germany, like Hamburg or Hanover, people never see snow. But in my region, in our region here, we had always snow, like from November, December, all the way till March, like 3, 4, 5 months. Always. Okay, so it's gonna be a stable. I like the construction, dude. Look, the construction, you see that? Like the animation, the building animation. It's amazing, dude. Like they've done a phenomenal job in this patch. Like visual effects and animations, top, really top. Spiderlings are coming. And they will reach out to this farm. There is no defense yet. So no Gondor Knights. You need to get it to level 2 for 450 to recruit the Rohirrim warriors. But the farm here is gonna be taken down. Aggressive stance for more DPS, of course, and he's not demolishing it. Barracks coming up next for men, and we have only a spider pit. No goblin cave yet for the goblins, which is kind of I don't know about that one.
They cannot stop the goblins!
They cannot stop the goblins. In Spain we have summer temperature right now, but it's kind of crazy. I mean, it's also not too cold in Germany right now, which is also kind of crazy. Because normally it's a cold country, but I think it's like the, you know, it's like we are messed up too. Guys, we are done. So I think the world we know is not gonna be able to exist in 50 years from now, I'm telling you. I think lots of stuff is gonna be changed and different. Oh, they were able to destroy the stable right after the first Condor Night. That's a huge push for the goblins. The spiderlings so slippery, so sneaky and so fast. You can't catch up to them, man. They are zooming. What patch is this? This is the patch 1.09 version 3 beta. The farm is gonna be destroyed. Tower guard standing by. They are looking so hot in this game. Look at them, boys. They are looking amazing, actually. 9 degrees, yeah. I mean, it's pretty okay for winter, man. Can't complain. I don't like winter that much, to be honest. I'm more like a summer type person. I like to go swimming rather than going to sea or like this winter sports. I don't like that that much. I'm a more like a beach guy, you know. Like I like to go to the beach, you know. Go to the sea. Can't complain. The most German thing to see. Yeah, I mean, eventually, like I'm living here for 20 years. Eventually, I got something out of that, you know. The spiderlings, look at their damage, boys. Watch this, please. Watch this. Ooh, they are eating this alive. Dude, that's the one thing I can never get used to, man, in BFME2. Like, that's the one thing which is kind of... I don't know about the balance. I can't judge this. But it just looks odd that a building made of stone, like a steeple, for example, gets legit destroyed in like 3 seconds. This is kind of too much damage, man. This is... I don't know. Like, this makes the harassment so impactful in this game, I believe, that this is like the amount of stuff that you can achieve with this 3 spiderling battalions is kind of crazy, and you have to answer this. You need to defend, otherwise you will keep losing stuff all the time. So we will now have to see the Rohirrim warriors that they come. They have also the chance to switch between bow and sword, of course, and they have also added new icons. These are new icons. The Forged Blades icon, the heavy armor icon. It doesn't look good though, in my opinion. It doesn't fit the man faction. This is not looking like a heavy armor to me, man. It looks like a very random picture. I'm not a big fan of this, but it's my opinion, of course. Apparently people liking it. This is looking beautiful, this banner. Okay, Goblin Cave and Fissure into the level 2, which gives you the chance to recruit the half-troll marauders, okay? And you have no half-troll swordmen in this faction in BFME2, but you can recruit from the level 1 Fissure the cave trolls. Seems pretty broken, should give buildings a separate armor and more HP, but it's their playstyle in BFME2. That's how they designed the game, and I think that's what the majority of the people are liking also, you know? Very interactive gameplay, but it's not it's not what I like personally. But again, everybody has different opinions on that one, you know. Wow. Okay, soldiers, again, dodge them, just dodge them. You don't have to fight them. You are so fast. The spiderlings are kind of zooming around the map like non-stop. This minimap is looking extremely detailed, by the way. I like this design of the minimap. It looks amazing, clear. It gives you lots of information, and he also had it like corners, as you can see, so it doesn't block settlements. It looks actually very nice, very well done, the minimap. Look, it's a level 2. It's a level 2 production building. Stable is getting melted in 2 seconds, and he's saying well played, and Abe has been defeated. Dude, this is crazy, man. How is this fair?